The proposed requirement for only 3 receptacle outlets is insufficient. The mandate for a 30 amps 4-wire pin and sleeve connection is outdated and impractical. Truck manufacturers do not currently equip trucks with pin and sleeve connections. The code should not specify specific connection details as the technology is evolving. Electrified truck parking facilities are becoming increasingly common, and the proposed code should provide adequate capacity to meet current and future needs. Pin and sleeve connections are no longer practical for electric truck charging, and the code should reflect industry best practices. By allowing for flexibility in connection details, the code can accommodate the evolving nature of electric vehicle technology. Safety considerations remain paramount, and the code should continue to require appropriate electrical protection measures. The proposed NFPA 626 on electrified truck parking should be revised to address the concerns raised. By increasing the number of receptacle outlets, eliminating the outdated pin and sleeve requirement, and providing flexibility in connection details, the code can ensure the safe and efficient operation of these facilities. There is a need to increase the number of receptacle outlets. Allowing for a minimum of 5 to 6 receptacle outlets per parking space would accommodate the increasing demand for electric truck charging. Removing the requirement for a 30 amps 4-wire pin and sleeve connection is important because this connection type is obsolete and not used by truck manufacturers. It's critical to provide flexibility in connection details. Allowing for the use of different types of connectors such as NEMA 40-50R as technology advances is vital. The focus must remain on safety. Retaining the requirements for conductors, load levels, disconnects, and ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, for electrical safety is non-negotiable. Considering the evolving landscape of electrified truck parking, it is essential to address the specific concerns related to receptacle quantity, connection types, and overall adaptability. The existing proposal for NFPA 626 presents several limitations that could hinder the effective and safe implementation of these facilities. Therefore, a comprehensive revision is necessary to align the code with current industry practices and future technological advancements. The limited number of receptacle outlets specified in the proposed code is a significant concern. With the increasing demand for electric truck charging, providing only 3 outlets per parking space is insufficient to meet the diverse needs of truck operators. Many trucks require multiple connections for various purposes, including battery charging, auxiliary power, and climate control. Therefore, increasing the minimum number of receptacle outlets to 5 or 6 per parking space would ensure adequate capacity to accommodate these requirements. The mandate for a 30 amps 4-wire pin and sleeve connection is another area that needs revision. This connection type is considered outdated and is not commonly used by truck manufacturers for shore power connections. Most modern electric trucks utilize alternative connection methods such as NEMA 40-50R receptacles, which offer greater flexibility and compatibility. Requiring pin and sleeve connections would impose unnecessary costs and limitations on truck operators, as they would need to adapt their equipment to comply with the code. Instead, the code should allow for the use of different types of connectors that are widely adopted in the industry. Flexibility in connection details is crucial to accommodate the evolving nature of electric vehicle technology. As new charging standards and connector types emerge, the code should not restrict the use of specific connections. By allowing for various connector options, such as NEMA 40-50R, the code can adapt to future advancements and ensure compatibility with a wider range of electric trucks. This flexibility would also encourage innovation and competition in the electric vehicle charging market, leading to more efficient and cost-effective solutions. While addressing the concerns related to receptacle quantity and connection types, it is essential to maintain a strong focus on safety. The code should retain the existing requirements for conductors, load levels, disconnects, and ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, to ensure the electrical safety of electrified truck parking facilities. These safety measures are critical to protect personnel and equipment from potential hazards associated with high-voltage charging systems. In addition to these specific recommendations, it is important to consider the overall layout and design of electrified truck parking facilities. The code should provide guidance on factors such as parking space dimensions, accessibility, and signage to ensure the efficient and safe operation of these facilities. Furthermore, the code should address the integration of renewable energy sources, such as solar panels, to promote sustainable energy practices. Revising the proposed NFPA 626 to address these concerns would have several significant benefits. Firstly, it would ensure that electrified truck parking facilities have adequate capacity to meet the growing demand for electric truck charging. Secondly, it would eliminate the outdated pin and sleeve requirement, reducing costs and improving compatibility for truck operators. Thirdly, it would provide flexibility in connection details, allowing for the adoption of new charging standards and technologies. Finally, it would maintain a strong focus on safety, protecting personnel and equipment from electrical hazards. In conclusion, the proposed NFPA 626 on electrified truck parking requires revision to address the concerns raised above. By increasing the number of receptacle outlets, eliminating the outdated pin and sleeve requirement, and providing flexibility in connection details, the code can ensure the safe, efficient, and future-proof operation of these facilities. It's important to reiterate the significance of revising the proposed NFPA 626 for electrified truck parking to create a more practical, adaptable, and safe standard for the industry. The current proposal has several limitations that could impede the widespread adoption and effective utilization of electrified truck parking facilities. By implementing the recommended changes, the code can better address the evolving needs of electric truck operators and promote the growth of sustainable transportation. The first key aspect to consider is the number of receptacle outlets provided per parking space. The proposed code's limitation of only 3 outlets is insufficient to meet the diverse power requirements of modern electric trucks. These vehicles often require multiple connections for various functions, including battery charging, auxiliary power, and climate control. Therefore, increasing the minimum number of receptacle outlets to 5 or 6 per parking space would ensure that truck operators have adequate access to power for their various needs. Secondly, the mandate for a 30 amps 4-wire pin and sleeve connection is an outdated and impractical requirement. This connection type is not commonly used by truck manufacturers, and it would impose unnecessary costs and burdens on truck operators. The code should instead allow for the use of more common and versatile connection types, such as NEMA 40-50R receptacles, which are widely supported by electric truck manufacturers. Allowing for flexibility in connection details is crucial to accommodate the rapid advancements in electric vehicle technology. As new charging standards and connector types emerge, the code should not restrict the use of specific connections. Instead, it should provide a framework that allows for the adoption of new technologies as they become available. This flexibility would encourage innovation and ensure that electrified truck parking facilities remain compatible with the latest electric truck models. While addressing these concerns, it is essential to maintain a strong focus on safety. The code should retain the existing requirements for conductors, load levels, disconnects, and ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, to protect personnel and equipment from electrical hazards. In addition to these core elements, there are several other considerations that should be addressed in the revised code. These include providing guidance on parking space dimensions, accessibility, and signage to ensure the efficient and safe operation of electrified truck parking facilities. The code should also address the integration of renewable energy sources, such as solar panels, to promote sustainable energy practices. Furthermore, it is important to consider the impact of electrified truck parking facilities on the electrical grid. The code should provide guidance on load management strategies to minimize the strain on the grid and ensure reliable power delivery. By addressing these various aspects, the revised NFPA 626 can create a comprehensive and practical standard for electrified truck parking. This would promote the widespread adoption of these facilities and contribute to the growth of sustainable transportation. In conclusion, the proposed NFPA 626 on electrified truck parking requires significant revisions to address the concerns raised above. By increasing the number of receptacle outlets, eliminating the outdated pin and sleeve requirement, providing flexibility in connection details, and maintaining a strong focus on safety, the code can ensure the safe, efficient, and future-proof operation of these facilities. The goal is to create a standard that supports the growth of electric truck transportation while protecting the safety of personnel and equipment. Electrified truck parking is an important step towards a more sustainable future, and it's crucial to ensure that the standards governing these facilities are practical, adaptable, and safe. To reiterate, the key areas of focus should be receptacle quantity, connection types, flexibility in design, and unwavering safety measures. The revised code should reflect the current state of electric truck technology and anticipate future advancements. It should also be developed in collaboration with industry stakeholders, including truck manufacturers, charging equipment providers, and electrical contractors. By working together, these stakeholders can create a standard that meets the needs of all parties and promotes the widespread adoption of electrified truck parking. The long-term benefits of revising NFPA 626 are significant. It would not only improve the safety and efficiency of electrified truck parking facilities, but also contribute to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and promoting a cleaner environment. Electrified truck parking has the potential to play a major role in the transition to a more sustainable transportation system. By adopting a forward-thinking and practical standard, we can unlock the full potential of this technology and create a better future for all.